Wake up, wake up, wake up. It is the Mecca Media Morning Show. And I am your girl, Auntie Shar. Yes, Auntie with a Y. Because why? Because we're going to talk about, the Cleveland Browns and their quarterbacks. So, I had an opportunity to watch this past Saturday's game. I was watching it closely because I wanted to see how Dylan Gabriel did. He did all right. I will give him that. I'm not going to say that he stunk up the joint. But I did notice he did a pick six, and the Eagles, they capitalized off of it with a touchdown. I noticed that he got sacked not once, but twice. And I believe the second sack is because he held onto the ball a little bit too long. He's a little shorter than I thought he would be, but that's all right. And he's left-handed, so that was interesting to me. There were a couple of things that I had to do a little digging on, and I did it because he said something that I didn't think went, over very well, especially with me. He said when he had his little sideline interview during the game, how they have the players over there. He said that he came to compete, and some people are entertainers. And then in the press conference after the game, he busted out with basically the sports beat writers. He, to me, tried to clean it up. But see, what he don't realize is those aunties out here that been following Shedeur and get the whole Colorado Buffs. Let's just say Colorado. Because we were following because of the players, but we were really following because of Deion and what he was doing with the team since he took them from Jackson over to Colorado. And we do know, and if you don't know, let me bring you up to speed. A lot of those coaches was talking stuff about Deion and the Colorado Buffs. Does that sound a little familiar of what's going on right now in the NFL? Well, one of the coaches who Dylan played for, and I believe it was Oregon. Was it Oregon? Yeah, it was Oregon. Before Dylan got there, because he came from another school. Wait a minute, before I go into all that. But that coach busted out and had some things to say as far as Deion them. They was playing for the clicks and the likes and whatever the case may be. So when Dylan got over there, I'm pretty sure he saw that before he got over there, and he heard that in that locker room. Now, that's just my humble opinion. I don't know if it was said, but we seen it all on TV, so I'm assuming that was the mindset that this young man said, because I don't believe that should have came out of his mouth. Then I watched a couple of other YouTubers, and Shannon Sharp, Ocho Cinco, I just watched a couple of other ones, and some of our, sports commentators. And you had Ocho saying that the young man was uncomfortable at the time and he was doing it. Well,
he was doing what?
When he was on the sideline, doing his interview, and what came out was because he was uncomfortable. I understand that because I've been put in those type of positions, but Auntie Shar doing this right here, talking about what I like to talk about, something that I am good at and fluent with and familiar with, I am not going to say some dumbass stuff, excuse my language, like that. Come on, this young man right here was in college for 6 years. He played an extra 2 years because of COVID, so he got the extended 2 years. And when they're in college, we know nowadays, especially the schools that he went to, Oregon being one, that they have, I would say grooming or media whatever.
Training.
But they have it. So they get that media type training. So you know what to say, how to say, and when to say it. I don't care how much practice you have or you didn't have. And my thing is this, if he was nervous and it came out that way, or he talked about something that he was thinking in his mind, then he need to go and practice that a little bit and watch his tongue. Because see, us aunties out here, we ain't having that. In my opinion, I don't care what nobody say. You was taking shots because you thought you was doing good. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about the stats. I'm gonna give a stats real quick. Okay, so he had 13 out of 18. That means he completed 13 passes out of the 18. He had 143 yards and 1 interception. Okay, your numbers, they were good.
And he was responsible for a fumble too.
Oh, yep. Thank you. Thank you so much,
That's
honey.
what I'm here for.
And he was responsible for a fumble. Okay, let's not get it twisted. Both of the young men, Shedeur and Dylan, both of them, I believe, when they did their debuts for us to see them and how they would do in the games, even though it was preseason, I'll give them both, their things. But I will say this. You played for 6 years. You had a little bit more time than Shadore. You get more reps and practice. So I would have expected something better out of you, and I sure wasn't expecting to see an interception. So before you go chopping them guns like you didn't popped your collar and did something, I'm gonna need you to backpedal and back it up. Okay? And yes, it's preseason, but to me, this showed me that first impression or what it might be when the games come. So I will be watching very closely, Mr. Dylan. Okay? I'm just saying, it is what it is. Not only that, I was kind of upset because you got so many people talking about it's only preseason, it's this, it's that. Well, let's just keep it a buck. All of us have been watching very closely because I do not believe that I have been watching a preseason game like this for a long time. Since I done got into the WNBA, I be trying to see what's going on with the ladies and see what's going on with the girls college basketball, so I can see who's gonna be going to the pros and all that. So I'm gonna be honest, I done kind of backed up a little bit on what I've normally been doing for these past couple of years. So I'm just saying, Dylan, we watching you close. Now, before I get out of here for today, let's talk about something that I said in my last video. I was talking about the team player that was walking with Shedeur into the building when they were playing the Panthers. And I was talking about how that different people was trying to say he came in with his entourage and his entourage was playing the music and all of that. Well, this young brother is a cornerback and his name is Tony Brown II, and he was the man with the staff. He's been with the Browns since 2024, and he did an interview and he said some interesting things. And he was letting it be known why he was playing the music when he was walking in with Shedeur. Before we get out of here, let's check out this video.
First of all, that was your speaker that you were... Yeah. Okay. How big is that speaker?
Was my bag. And that was my bag. So it said I was carrying this bag. That was my bag.
And that was Shadore's unreleased song?
Correct.
Okay, and it kept playing on a loop.
Yes, Shedeur is a great, awesome young player. I have a lot of respect for what he represents as a son, as a football player, and as someone who persevered a situation that everyone in the world saw, that everyone in the world that was watching. I want to empower people. So as I was talking to Shedeur and we found out he's starting, I'm very close with him since the first day I met him. Like I told him, hey, I want to be the guy that you can go to whenever, with anything, bro. And when I found out he had to start, I'm like, yo, this is my opportunity. I want to make sure that he is exactly what he needs to be on game day, regardless of any other factors that have to do with anything. As a young player, you can second guess, oh man, but people are going to judge. Like they did judge. Like they're going to judge me if I do this. But listen, bro, at the end of the day, you are the one playing. You are the one throwing the ball. You are the one taking the steps. You are the one that's going to lead us on the field today. I love everything represents as second generation of excellence. I have the highest level of respect for what his father's done with his children and for what his father brought to the NFL, to the game of football. I met Dion when I was a senior in high school at the Under Armour game. My shoulder popped out and he had a quick conversation with me just about perseverance. And I don't even know if he remembers, but that's somebody I look up to. And so just in that respect that I have for his father, I felt the responsibility to empower this young man to go have to feel as comfortable in his skin as he can to go be the great player that he is.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video because I sure did. So let me tell you what I got out of the video. What I got out of the video is Mr. Tony Brown wanted to play it forward to Shedeur simply because Tony met Dion when he was in high school and he wanted to make sure Shedeur felt comfortable. Just letting it be known, hey, way back then, your dad showed me some love and made me feel a certain type of way. Now I'm a vet in the NFL and I want to show you, Shadore, some love. Auntie Shar loves that. It's good to see that somebody is on Shadore's team because we know there's a lot of people who's not, but there's plenty of us aunties who are.
I thought it was dope. And I thought it cleared up a lot about, because you was really passionate about how you thought everybody was talking about it was his entourage.
And it was clearly his, his teammate. And I know I said in my last video, if you paid attention, Shedeur didn't come in there with no Louis bag like they said he did. He didn't come in there all jiggy out like they tried to allude to. He had his Colorado Buffaloes backpack and hat. I clearly saw that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you saw it too. And then I specifically said he came in there, Shedeur, with his teammates. I know I said that. You can go back and check out the video and see for yourselves. Now, you do know this upcoming game, this last preseason game, Flacco will be starting. And I believe that this is going to be something good to see. Now, before I get out of here, let me tell you about how Auntie Shar is grading the Cleveland Browns since they want to grade the players and how that they do.
Good point.
Right now, until I see their straight up roster, the definite roster, I'm giving Cleveland Browns a C right now. And because, this is why. They have two quarterbacks right now that I believe they need to just go ahead and just be done with it. Now, we know they're not going to do nothing with Deshaun Watson because at the end of the day, regardless if he's going to play or not, sit on the sidelines, help be a mentor, hell, as far as I'm concerned, is what they paying him. He ought to be the ball boy, the water boy. He need to be practicing with the practice squad and everybody else. I'm just saying, we paying you and you going to work for it. You got some guaranteed money, I got a guaranteed position for you to do because right now you're not the quarterback, okay? So I give them a D- F plus C on that one. You figure it out. Then they have Kenny Pickett. Okay, so Kenny Pickett, I guess he has an injury, but we've heard about Shadore's injury. We've heard about Dylan Gabriel's injury. We also know that, Flacco, I'm gonna call it with age injury, but we know how it goes down. And then you got Huntley from Baltimore. He used to be Lamar Jackson's backup. So you got him. Cleveland, this just me. Till I see a definite roster, you got a C minus with me right now because you have your quarterbacks. You got Flacco. Flacco is going to start it out. You got the two rookies. If anything, you let the two rookies prove themselves who should be the starter and who should be the backup. The two rookies. And then you get rid of Pickett. He didn't make it with Pittsburgh. The Eagles didn't keep him. And he's right now being a journeyman, okay, when he went in the first round pick. Get rid of Pickett. Get rid of him. Huntley, I'm a little disappointed because, see, a couple years ago, I was raving about you. And I was saying that
I was raving about that Raven.
I was raving about that Raven. And I was saying every team should have a quarterback like Huntley. Like a backup quarterback like Huntley because you play in a Lamar Jackson fashion, okay? And I was expecting to see that on no matter what team you went to. I was expecting to see how you play with other teams. I haven't seen that with Cleveland. I didn't see that with the last team. It's not coming to me right now who you was playing with when you weren't playing with Baltimore. So I'm not trying to be funny. No, I am trying to be funny. Cleveland, I need you to get rid of him too. You got it. You got Flacco. Let both of these young men under Flacco this year And then next year, let them battle it out. Who's going to be their starting quarterback? And Cleveland, keep it up. The reason why I say let them two battle it out, because you have a way out of the dumb stuff y'all been doing for years. You got a way out. You got a way out to recoup some of the money that y'all done gave Deshaun Watson. Think about it. Period. I'm just saying. Y'all got, right now, this era that we are in, right now with the social media, right now, the era that you are in with the college young men coming out with the NIL, so they coming to your team already with fans. Aunties, a bunch of aunties who got their own favorite football team, but rooting for the Browns because of Shadore Sanders. Come on, y'all. Come on, 1 + 1 = 2. And with that, this is your weekly report of what's going on. You know I'm going to let you know how it goes down after I watch Joe Flacco. So wake up, wake up, wake up. It's Auntie Shar with the sports on the Mecca Media Morning Show. This has been a podcast from the Mecca Media Social Media Network.